Hi, this is Kim, and you have come to the channel Kim Can't Stop Crafting, and I have some paper to show you for my next design team project for Country Craft Creations. And it's something that I usually, like a style of paper that I don't always work with, so it's going to be a fun challenge for me to do something different. I'm going to be showing you the papers and some of the other materials I got to work with. So I'm going to start with the actual paper collection, and this is called National Parks, and it's a Carta collection. If you're not familiar with Carta, it's awesome. It's got a textured feel to the paper, and I love working with it. If you are not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe and come back often, because I'll have free tutorials. I do project shares, hauls, and I show you some of these cool papers that you can get from Country Craft Creations. So let's get started. The first thing is the sticker sheet. And so this is a great time to get this paper if you take summer vacations, or if you have kids that might have camps and they go like for Girl Scout or church camp or something. This might be a great paper for you. So National Parks, obviously, the name says it all. So the word explore, the U.S. National Parks, you've got some stamps down below. And then you have different scenes that are related to the parks. Some are more beach themed and coastal. Some are more mountainous and just a variety. I don't really camp or go to national parks, so this is all new to me. That's not true. I've been to a couple, but that was years and years ago. Okay, so there's the sticker sheet. So this is the collection, and I got 2 sheets of each. Now they do usually carry a collection package. These are the individual sheets, and I have 2 of each. Okay, so the project that I make, please know that I had 2 of each paper type. So let's start with this first one. It's super cute. It's like stamps, and I love that look. I love the different colors in here. And this is a real pretty color blue with a black horizontal and vertical line. The blue really is a pretty color. And this paper, if you're ordering them separately, is called National Park Stamps. So front and back together, like so. Okay. We have a red and black check. And we have trees on the other side. So this is your buffalo plaid side. This is your trees. And this paper is called, this design is called buffalo plaid. We have national parks written in these arrowheads, and you have a tree in there and a mountain in the background. And then you have this blue with like black plus signs is what they look like. And this is called arrowheads. When I go on a vacation, I want like a hotel with a nice bathroom. I don't want a camper. I don't want a tent. I just don't do well with that. Probably because of what happened when I was in high school, and we went on a church trip and we went canoeing down a river, and I was in a kayak, a 2-person kayak, and the water was rapid, and my gear, we tipped over and my gear went rolling down the water. We camped on the side, and in the morning there was a creature outside of my tent. One night I went in to go to bed in the tent, and there was a frog on my pillow. No, that is not me, not me. So this could, if I had pictures of that from back in high school, I totally would put those in here, because that was quite the ordeal. Here we have some, they like postcards. If you want to use them as a postcard, because on the back it gives information about the locations, and it's got the place for your stamp and the address. And these are they have a couple different ones in here. So this one is Hawaii, the Badlands, Capitol Reef. It says Arches National Park, Mount Rainier, and Joshua Tree National Park. I've never heard of Joshua Tree. Okay, but this is the scenic postcards. This would make a cute cover, and you could use like string or the jute or twine and kind of put your little lines as to which ones you've been to. We've got information about the U.S. National Parks, and we've got some names of them over here, and then they're numbered to match what's here. And on the other side, oh, I like that a lot. This is real pretty colors together. This is called National Parks Map. That makes sense. Aren't those cool colors together? Yep, I think so too. Here's another real pretty plaid. This reminds me of the colors of the college my son went to. And on the other side, we have an orange, and there's like, it's like a sunrise. It's a, I don't know, if I bring it closer, I don't know if you can see, there's like a darker color orange sunrise. This is called Let's Hike Plaid. Let's Hike Plaid. Those two go really nice together. I bet the title of this paper is something clouds. How much you want to bet? So here we have clouds, and on the other side we have a red and white stripe. Oh my gosh, it's called Big Blue Sky. It does not say anything about clouds. So Big Blue Sky and red and white on the back. I would have named it with the words cloud in there somewhere. Okay, we have the national park signs. So we have like the signs that are in the brick structures, and we have the ones like hanging from a wood post. And on the other side, we have a brown color that's got like, there's three like tick marks together. This is called National Park Signs. So if this is called National Park Signs, wouldn't you think the other one would have been called Clouds, because there were clouds in the, whatever. Okay, I'll get over it. This is very pretty. Some floral, a touch of floral for you. And we have a green on the back. And there's like solid lines, checks. And this is called Wildflowers. There are a good variety of papers in here. So here's another one of those scenic postcard papers. This is Bryce Canyon, Grand Teton, I think you say Teton, Sequoia, Glacier, Death Valley, and Gateway Arch. And on the other side, see, it looks like postcards. And this is called Wander Postcards. Okay. Here's another one. We have the Great Smoky Mountains, Acadia. Oh, wow. I don't know how you say that. Cuyahoga? I don't know. The New River Gorge, Shenandoah, and Indiana Dunes. And this one is Adventure Postcards. And yes, there's more postcards. So I want to do something cool with these. I kind of like to make them booklets, but then you don't get the back, which is the cute postcard part, but I don't know. This is Olympic National Park, Zion. There's a bug floating around here. It's driving me nuts. Rocky Mountain, Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, and Yosemite. There's the back. That's a pretty color. And now we're getting into the solid. So I have two of each color of the matching colors that go with the coordinating colors that go with this collection. So on one side we have this burnt orange, and then we have black. We have this real pretty red, fire red, no, I don't know how I describe that red. They just call it red, but there's another name for it. I just don't know how I would describe it in more detail. It's almost like a burgundy red, kind of. I don't know, but red and brown. This forest green, and on the other side, the navy. Okay. Now, as always, when we make our projects, most likely, the majority of us do use chipboard, and the chipboard from Country Craft Creations is a super weight. It's real nice and firm. It's got a little bend to it, so you know which way to cut. Okay. I have 2 sheets of the 12 by 12. It does come in 8.5 by 11 also, and there's also lightweight, but this is the heavyweight chipboard. Okay. So some things that I can use to embellish. We have Country Craft Creations has a variety of different colors of buttons. And this color is called, don't tell me, I've got it written down, Butter Rum. And let's take a look with that let me select one of those papers, the stamps. Okay, so that's, I mean, makes sense. Nature, brown, sandy color. Okay. There is some ephemera that goes with this collection also. So I have the frames and tags, and I also have the ephemera. So let's take a quick look at the ephemera. And I could just show you the back, but sometimes it's easier to see if I take it out. So I won't go through every single one, but I'll lay some out for you. So we have different shapes and sizes. Some have words, some don't. I don't know if I'm still in frame, but okay, so a variety here. It's got the names of the parks that were mentioned on the postcards, and they're usually good about adding some banners or flags here, pennants. Okay, so that is the ephemera kit. It says it comes with 34 pieces. Oh, don't want to lose my little chipmunk. Okay, and now let's take a look at the frames and tags. This one has also 34 pieces in it. And a lot of these centers are punch outs. Life is better in the mountains. Okay, so you get an idea of what you'll get in that collection or that bag. Don't feed the bears. And then 3 of these. Okay, so that is frames and tags. And last, I'll go through the fibers with you. Now I do have, when I do this project, I might incorporate some of my punches to make flowers. They won't be real big poofy ones, but they, you know, you do see wildflowers when you're out there camping. So I might add some with using my punches. Okay, so let me just set that here. So now the fibers, there's 4 different kinds here. And I'll start with this blue, it's a satin. This, I have what, I think 2 inches, or it's not true. I have 2 yards. And this is the navy luster, and it's 1/8 inch wide. So it's real shiny on both sides. Okay. And again, I have 2 yards of each of these. Next, I have some seam binding. And you needed any color seam binding, go to Country Craft Creations. They have all, like every color you would ever think of. This one is called light brown. That makes sense, light brown. Let's see what it looks like with the paper. So there's the navy, here's the light brown. I have some jute. You'd be surprised at how much I use this. I really like this skinny little stuff to tie off things, add just a little bow here and there. So I would buy this in every color if I were you. This is the color sage, and this is jute. And again, I have 2 yards of that. That matches perfectly. And I saved this one for the end because I love it so much. I think this would make a great tie closure. I have 2 yards of this one also, and this is celery and white color. It is 1.5 inches wide. Okay, so that is the collection that I'll be working with. I'm gonna push myself to do something different than just because I'm up for the challenge of doing something that's not so girly and more naturey. Like, I don't go outside unless I'm going shopping, but I like the challenge. Like, I did this was several years ago, but I was sent a baseball collection, and my son and husband like baseball, but I'm not really a big baseball person. I think I made one of my most favorite albums out of that collection. That was a Carta collection too. And one time I got a men's real masculine paper. I don't remember what it was called. And that ended up being one of my favorite albums I made too. So I think that I really focus more when I do a collection that I'm not as familiar with, and that's a good thing. So let me just kind of lay this out real quick so you can remember what I'll be working with and what you might be interested in purchasing. I will have the links down below in the description box so you can take a peek. And if you're interested, just click on that link. That will give me a little bit of credit so that I can go and replenish some of the materials I use as I'm creating. Okay, and then the sticker sheet. So, all right, well, thank you for tuning in. And again, if you have not subscribed, please do so, and come back for the walkthrough and tutorial of the project I make with National Parks by Carta.